They didn't get it out properly. 14-15-99 to Carlton 15-8-98. And I don't think you'd see a better game. It wouldn't matter where you went in the world for a game of football. That was magnificent. I think all the Essendon supporters, they thought they were gone beyond recall, and they came to life in that last 5 minutes. And no doubt the hero of the match was Neil Danaher, kicking 3 goals in the last quarter. I think we're going to get my breath back, Alf. I'm just about out of breath, mate. Well, we saw some good performances there today. There's no doubt the best player on the ground was Fitzpatrick, and the Carlton skipper did a great job. And you've got to remember this, that he was very suspect before the game started with a broken bone in the left hand, and I think he only took one mark over his head for the day. That was in the last quarter, and that was a very dramatic part of the game too. He had the ball, took the mark, and took a very long time to kick the ball, and finally umpire Robertson took the ball off him. And at that stage, I think they were 26 points in front. And, of course, that gave Essendon a chance to go into attack. They didn't kick a goal from there, but at least they kept the ball on their forward line. It was rather a pity that that happened to Fitzpatrick, because, in my opinion, I think in the opinion of most people today, was the best player on the ground. But both sides had many good players. No doubt, as I mentioned, Fitzpatrick. You see the quarters by quarters, and in the first quarter we saw Essendon in front by 2 points. They trailed by a point at half-time, and they were in the hot seat at three-quarter time, trailing by 14 points. And at one stage during that last quarter, as I mentioned before, were 26 points down at the 20-minute mark, and quite honestly, they had a chance of winning the game, and they lifted their game all over the match. Watson came back into it. He'd been down most of the day, and of course there possibly was a reason for that, because he was suspected of having a very, well, not a badly bruised thigh, but bad enough to slow his pace up, which it did here today. Okay, from the other grounds, we see that the Magpies have got up and knocked Richmond off. Oh, golly, how was that for a day? So it looks as though Collingwood will go back on top of the league ladder. The final scores, which must have been a great game out at VFL.